So, we're going to hit you with the classics. Today, we're going to buy 10 total games on G2A with the random 5 keys scam. And we're just going to see if even one of them is any good. So, let's get into it. So right here's the listing that we have. Apparently, you can get both of these for a bundled price of like $3. So, it's almost tax time. Let's get the right off. When I started uploading all the games to my Steam account, I asked myself, why did I spend even $4 on this? Why did I... Oh, they're done. So we have all of the games here. So the first one is 30 Days to Survive, Action Alien Tropical. The next one is Asteroid Bounty Hunter, Balloon, Battle vs. Chess, Bjorn, a lot of bugs fixed, Blind Boris, Bounce, Krasers, and Last Room. So it's a couple days later, and we're going to get right into the games. 30 Days to Survive. The first game on the list was not very good at all. I played this game the least relative to its total content, but I can tell you that it sucked bad. The graphics are shit, the gameplay is shit, and I don't even understand what's happening. The first impression was so bad that I didn't even give it more than one death to try it again. I could see someone maybe enjoying it for the nearly endless gameplay aspect, but I just hated it. Action Alien Tropical Mayhem. Alright, this one's simple, and I liked it. You run around blowing up alien dinosaur nests on this island. It was pretty fun, but the game was butt ugly, and motion blur was enabled by default. Once I finished throwing up into my sink and toilet, I beat the game in about 30 minutes. I haven't played many 79-cent games, but if you can't afford Doom Eternal, this game will tide you over until you can get your hands on it. Asteroid Bounty Hunter in space. I added that last part. Another winner for me. You fly your ship with a cursor and shoot asteroids and alien ships. These cutscenes nearly bored me to death, but the gameplay wasn't bad. Don't worry though, the game assures you that the story is fucking marvelous. The game is super reminiscent of cool math games, and there is honestly a charm to the hand-drawn PowerPoint cinematics. The devs started with a simple but solid foundation for a game and did it relatively well. I mean, the game only costs, what, $11 fucking dollars? Never mind, buy literally any of these games. Balloon! Balloon was released on February 8th, 2008. Battle versus Chess. To preface, I'm pretty horrible at chess. I've only played a handful of times, and I don't think I've ever won. According to Steam reviews, this game had some pretty invasive DRM that a lot of people took issue with back in 2012. Apparently though, it's been fixed since I bought it from G2A. Either way, I prepared myself for an ass whooping and loaded into the game. First impressions, the pieces are nicely animated and the AI is pretty challenging, even at 2 for my skill level. That said, I think the animation times are a little long, and I wish you could queue up your moves while the animations are still playing. I inevitably lost, but at least I know why some people put up with the DRM. Bjorn! The game formerly known as Cloud Island is about this Norse guy of some sort whose brother kidnaps his family and blasts him with magic. Apparently his axe absorbed all the magic, and now it's a super axe. You could have fooled me that super, but who am I to judge? You go on a quest to get his family back, I assume, and defeat his mean brother. I don't know for sure though, because my shield broke and I kept dying to these guys. The game's lighting honestly looks pretty good, even if I don't personally like the art style, and it's far from the worst thing I've ever played. For $12 though, it's a fucking hard pass. Blind Boris. Blind Boris was scary and Russian. It's basically about this old man with memory issues that's trying to find his way around a hospice and uncover the mysteries of it. This works pretty well as a player insert, considering that you obviously don't know anything about the game going into it. It's a pretty sad premise, and the gameplay harkens back to the old adventure games of the early 2000s and the late 90s. The game intrigued me at first, but I genuinely got pretty frustrated, considering that the English translation's pretty bad, and I ran out of sanity too many times just when I was figuring everything out. Bounce. Bounce is a neat little puzzle game where your goal is to basically take out all these white tiles by sending a ball to bounce on them. There's honestly not much to say besides I think it's one of the most solid games on this list. If you threw in some ads every couple of levels, it would be a smash hit on mobile. I probably get that impression because it's apparently a ripoff of one. I don't care. I bought it on G2A, so my standards for gaming integrity are not high. The piano also gets a little grating after a while, but otherwise, pretty good. Krasers! So, I guess this fucking Chad is the pickup artist of the century. You click the pickup options and you try to bed as many women as possible in like 10 minutes. I only made about 45 seconds before I got bored and decided to cut my losses in the brain cell department. Look at these goddamn achievements. I don't even know what this one. Last Room. The last game is Last Room. It's a puzzle game revolving around these light beams and putting things on pressure plates to activate other things. On the surface, this is probably the most polished game of the bunch, but I quickly ran into issues with just the simplest mechanics. Sometimes you get the little right-click icon on the screen, but right-clicking doesn't do anything. The hitboxes on these little hand things are not consistent either. You just get jammed up by the darndest things. There's also this weird resolution bug where you can only pick from resolutions that no one uses, besides 1080p obviously. The lighting is also obnoxious with the lens flare blinding you every 2 seconds. The game is also really poorly optimized. I was running this game at like 45 FPS most of the time with a fucking 3080. This game is definitely the most unusual of the bunch because it looks better and it seems more polished, but the devil's in the details. Like, this game did not play well at all. You know, a lot of people say you should have a ring light if you record. I thought I would just go ahead and just like make one on paint. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and to get more variety gaming content, tune in to the Sadly Gilmore YouTube channel. Like and subscribe.